Hello and welcome everybody. This is Sadhna and this is my channel, The Attitude of Gratitude. As I always say, I share the story of people which can inspire your life and you can get motivated by that. Women. Women is a strong breed on the earth, as we say. Why? Because women is been through so many things. But yes, we have a strongest woman with us who has broken all the barricades and now she is standing in front of us. She has left her corporate world to come into the healing. And why is it so? We will listen that from her. And she is Miss Disha. Hi Disha, how are you?
Hi Sadhna, all well, how are you?
I'm very good. So she is a founder of Infinity Healing and she is a healer basically. And that is certified healer. So hi Disha, how are you?
All good Sadhna, how are you?
I'm very good.
Thank you so much for having me here. It means a lot.
No, Disha, it was like when I heard your story and when I thought of it, so I thought like this story should go to people and especially to those women who are feeling really, demoralized or demotivated, or maybe they are feeling negative in their lives that they cannot do anything. So you are the perfect example to boost the energy of the women today.
Thank you.
So can I know a little bit about you, why you left your corporate world and came into this healing process?
Okay. So I have been in the corporate career for the last 22 years and I have had the most amazing job. It was a government job. Everything was perfect salary, perfect position. I was an achiever. I was into sales. Everything was perfect. But that emotional exhaustion, I did not feel like I was living, I was being, I was just going on with life. The internal happiness was not there. I would also say that I had some health challenges where I had to see myself in a different prospect. I had cancer during my pregnancy and I am also a survivor now. And I had a brain tumor as well, and I'm a warrior now. During these challenges of my health, I had actually come across someone who gave me healing, which I had my natural instinct where I would just take my hand and put it on my heart. And during that phase, I did not know what I was doing. I mean, if you see my pictures as well, while I'm taking in the hospital bed, I'm going for my operations and I have my hand on my chest. I don't know what am I doing. But only after a couple of years, my husband realized that this is something related to energy. It's something related to healing. And that's when I took a session and I realized that, yes, this is something, a calling that I'm doing. It's not a plan. I was called into healing. And through that, I have been doing self-healing. When I realized that I can heal myself from my breaking point, which became my breakthrough, I can also help and heal others. So that's how I became a healer.
Wonderful. We always say, and I think in my past podcast also I said once, there are people who are not happy in their current jobs. Why? Because yes, of course, there is a stress, there is a stress of money, stress of family, but everybody is having different purpose of life for being here on the earth. So I think that was a direction that God has given you to come into this. But yes, the direction was very difficult, I must say.
It wasn't difficult. It was a blessing, I would say. And something, Sadhna, we all have bills to pay. We all have expenses. We all have kids. We all have challenges. And we struggle because we like to control. If we just surrender and let life take its course. Of course, I'm not saying that just sit back on the couch and relax. No. Do your bit. Do to an extent where it doesn't come back to you. You're not hurt. As simple as kindness. Be kind. I'm not saying don't be kind. Be kind to a level where if the opposite person is not being kind, you're not hurt. Keep a boundary. Keep a limit. And see how it turns out for you. That's a simple practice that I do today and I've been doing. There's a limit, there's a boundary to everything.
as you are a healer, right? So I just want to know, there are so kind of healings as a layman knows about: healing a wound, healing from brain, healing from internal soul. So you are into healing souls, right? The spirit. Can you explain me what is the basics of it? What is healing actually?
Okay. So I'm into energy healing.
Okay.
Energy is everywhere. Everything is energy. Today, you and me sitting here on this table also has energy. So energy is something that just flows. If your intention is pure, the energy just flows in the right direction. There is no way the energy goes in the wrong direction as long as you have a pure intention. Intention carries energy flow. So, as a healer today, I'm certified into different modalities. I do not work with one modality. So, if I were to support someone with compassion, I would mix my different modalities. I have done Reiki, I have done Pranic, I have done Qigong, I have done crystals, I have done chakra balancing, I have done tarot card reading. So, these all have different meanings. And through those meanings, when I have someone that requests for a healing, I would mix it so that I can give them that balance, that alignment that they're looking for.
So, what I am getting confused in, healing is only one way, right?
Healing is both the ways. If today, let's say you're my client, you have to be receptive. You have to put the ego bar down in order for the energy to flow to you. And you have to be accepting. For me, I have to be cleansed and I have to be honest with my intention when I'm sending you that energy, so that you can sense it. Energy is something that you can only sense and feel. You cannot see it. You know, it's something that jo dikhta hai wohi bikta hai, but energy you can't see. So it's only felt. So when I send that intention to you, you would feel it through the different modalities that I'm part of.
I see. So it means this healing has so many things into it, right?
Yes.
It is not just somebody saying it is healing, so means you are doing, some prayer or something like, and that person is getting healing, right?
So, healing is in different ways.
Okay.
Spiritually, energetically, mentally, physically, emotionally. Spiritually is like you're going to temples and you're praying, you're reading your Quran, your Gita, your Bible. Emotionally, it's something that, you are visiting a psychiatrist or psychologist to help you with it. Mentally, it's something to do with your brain, like you work with your brain, like you tap the brain, you do NLPs, you do different hypnotherapies that help you with it. So energetically is where I come in picture, because anything that happens to our body, our soul, happens on an energy level. So the first part is energetically, then it happens emotionally, then it happens physically. So let's say even if you were to fall sick, you have already had that block on your energy. Then it comes on your emotions and then it comes on your body.
It means it is beyond medical terms.
It is complementary to medical terms. So let's say if someone were to come for healing and he was going through some life-threatening disease, I would never say that you would stop your medicines. I would say that healing would complement you. So let's say if your course of medicines was 9 months, with healing maybe it would come down to 7 months and you would start to feel better. But again, healing is a commitment. You have to be consistent. You can't say that one session would do the magic. No, you have to look after yourself and you have to keep taking the healing session as long as it's required.
It means you change the path of the people from the negative side to the positive side, where their thoughts are getting into the positive energy, so that energy is healing them and you help them bringing to that place. Am I right?
Exactly.
Okay.
We align them.
That's wonderful.
Channel that energy to give them that calm and peace that they're looking for, because the mind has so many blocks with so many chakras not being balanced. We align that, we balance that, and that's how the energy flows and makes you happy.
That's very lovely. Guys, I would suggest you, if somebody is interested, and or maybe if you're not feeling something right in your life, please contact her, so that what will happen, she will might help you to, get you better wherever you actually are right now to above that. Disha, I have a question, like, when people are contacting you, like suppose if some random person is coming to you and saying that I want healing, in this scenario, how you explain that person basically what you require?
All right. Firstly, we would ask them if there's a specific kind of a problem or an area that they're facing in their life. If we get that, we can channel the right kind of energy to them. Maybe someone doesn't require a crystal healing. Maybe someone just requires an energy reset. Maybe someone is just so stressed and tired they need sleep. So we help through that. And energy healing is not something that can fix you. It's an alignment. It is something that gives you that power, that energy to see your life in a different way, like a rear view mirror. It is not something that you came to me and I gave you a quick fix and you're like sorted. No. You have to keep coming back. Yes, it does get a little dependent, but until you feel better and you gather yourself that strength, you will be able to see life differently. And then you can surely stop.
Can you tell me, before I ask any other question, I would like to know how this healing actually helped you through your condition when you were sick. Like you said, you had cancer before and then the tumor. So, how these things helped you, and what was the phase, and how you managed with it? If you can give me an example of it, because see, if you'll tell everybody about it, so people can understand the power of healing and why it is required nowadays.
Okay. So, firstly, how did I manage? I don't know how did I manage. It was my husband, my mom, my brother, and my brother-in-law managing it. After my tumor, I did not have mobility on one side. I had also lost my memory. So honestly, I don't know that part of story. They should be here to explain. But apart from that, how did energy healing help me was it calmed me down. It helped me to align with myself, because at that point of time, I did not understand anything around me. All I wanted was peace because I was in pain. And through the medicines also, I was getting that relief, but actually healing also gave me that relief. I would sleep only with pills because I had an open brain surgery. So it's not that easy to calm that pain down, but healing did it for me. And also today, as my daily practice for grounding, for cleansing, when I do my self-healing also, I do sense sometimes that, I am having a block or I'm having an, misalignment somewhere. So how do I fix it? I do fix it for myself. I do also go through different waves of life. There are different, I'm also a daughter, I'm also a sister, a mother, a wife. I also have my waves of emotions. So I calm myself down so that I am able to manage and see things differently. So energy healing is something that you feel through your hands, and when you're giving that energy, you might feel maybe warmth or maybe a tingling or something. You're not touching someone. If you wish to, you can, but you're not touching. So normally when I would do a practice, I do box breathing to calm myself down.
What is box breathing?
Box breathing is like, imagine that you have a square in front of you and you breathe on 1, 2, 3, 4, which you go up. And then you go towards your right. You breathe a little more and then you come down. And then you go down. And then you go up. So when you're breathing, you're keeping a count of 4 and then breathing out at the count of 4. And then you're breathing again and releasing on the count of 4. I have this practice at least for 20 minutes.
Every day?
Every day. And after that is my shower time, where I use it as my cleansing shower. I imagine a white light over me that is cleansing me, my aura, because of course I can't take my crystals there. So I have to do the visualization shower. After that is done, after that I do my prayers, and after my prayers I have a meditation for 20 minutes, just closing my eyes and just trying to focus on this area. I start from here and I go up, and I try to focus here. That calms me down. It does gives me intuitive downloads. I do get channeled messages of getting in touch with people.
Just a question. What is intuitive messages?
Intuitive messages is like, it's the universe's way to connect with you.
So these messages you get for yourself or like for people around?
For everyone.
Everyone.
Whether I'm healing them, whether they're my friends, whether they're my family. I always had vibes. I always sensed energy when I walked into any place. But back in the days, no one was allowed to talk about it, or no one understood, I would say, not talk about it. So whenever I went anywhere and I said, I don't find this person comfortable, or this place has a lot of heavy energy, and everyone would say, can you keep quiet? You're just being too sensitive. Oh, you're being over dramatic. There's nothing like that. Did you have a good sleep? Did you rest well?
Yeah.
I would get those questions on me. But now I know what I am doing and talking is energy. So when you walk into a place, you might feel happy, you might feel sad, you might feel heavy, because that room collectively has a lot of emotions. How would you know whoever left their house left with a happy emotion or a sad? Maybe someone is struggling, maybe someone's under stress, maybe someone is going through something. Today, I hold that space, that compassion, because I have seen my life through challenges. And I'm blessed that today God's given me that energy healing as a place where I support people.
That's very nice. We were having the conversation 2 seconds before. You said something blockage. You used the word blockage. What does blockage means according to you? If somebody, suppose, which kind of blockage you are talking about here? Like how you understand a person is having a blockage and that person should connect you. Which kind of blockage is that? Like,
okay,
symptoms of blockage, you can say.
Okay, firstly, blockages happen in your emotions and the 7 chakras of your body. All right? Emotions could be where you feel unhappy, not confident, not secured, scared with something. You cannot voice much. You become a people pleaser. You are not able to do much in life. The creativity goes down. These are blockages.
So,
now,
sorry to interrupt. This is all because of the energy, right?
This is all because of your chakras.
Chakras. And what are these chakras type?
Okay. So we start with our base chakra, which is actually on the spine area. It is the root chakra, which is in charge for security. Then we have underneath our navel, which is our sacral chakra, which is in charge for the confidence. Then we have our solar plexus, which is in charge for your confidence, like how you are confident about your life, about your way, how you handle things. Then we come to our heart chakra, which is in charge for your compassion, your love, your other emotions that help you to see, things in a different way. Then comes our throat chakra, which is in charge for our voice, how openly we speak, how clearly we speak. Are we suppressing? Are we depressing ourselves? Then comes our intuition, which is supposed to be a third eye. This is where the intuition comes from. So when you asked me about intuitive downloads, this is how they come to me.
So here you feel something heavy.
Yes. So when I get a download, I do feel something here, and I have to voice it. Otherwise, how would I know that what I feel right now is actually true or no? So I have to confirm it with you. You have to approve it. You have to affirm it. On an energy level, I know that I'm correct. But on a body, physical level, I need to know from you if I'm correct or no. Then
sometimes it also happens like when you are getting intuition of somebody like that and you're telling that person and that person is not trusting you. Is it happening
Yes,
like that
it does
sometimes?
happen, but we have our crown chakra as well. That is the main house of your universal flow. That's how the light flows. Our crown is very important. They say in energy healing, if you've healed the crown, energy flows automatically to the other areas of your body and it heals you that way. So, going back to your question, yes, there are a lot of people that we have who are not comfortable facing the truth. A lot of people live in denial. There are very few people who are okay to accept the truth and the reality. And some of them really get defensive as well. But that's okay. In my journey, I do not judge you, no matter what, whether you're my family or my friend, you're a stranger, you're a client. I cannot judge you. I have to be open-heartedly accepting, having that compassion to hold that space for you because you thought of me to, help you through healing. So I am only going to channel that energy for you. That's it.
For blockages, I asked you about these chakras. You tell me one thing. Is it important to feel on every chakra light? Or sometimes people gets, two chakras are on and two are blocked, something like that. Is there something like this? Because for me and maybe for the viewers who don't even know about it, it is difficult to understand what is this all about and how we have to manage either all or we need, okay, do chal rahe hai, two, teen chal rahe hai, it's fine. Like, I don't know, means I need the clarification on it if you can.
Okay. Let's talk about our day-to-day life.
Yes.
Yeah. If our chakras are not blocked
Okay.
and they're aligned, we would be happy, we would be smiling, we would be jolly, we would be creative, we would have confidence, we would feel secured in every area of life. So it could be work, it could be relationship, it could be, your health, it could be your friends, it could be any area, right? If they are not aligned and they are blocked, you would feel stressed, you will feel tired, you will feel sluggish, you will not be able to sleep, you will not be peace. When you're not peace, let's say, for example, home, you leave in the morning, you come back, the energy is so dense and heavy. There's no peace in my house. It means
People say that, like, I always say, sometimes means
is
when I'm
there
angry.
peace inside you? Oh, I'm very peaceful. I'm super peaceful. Okay, then if you are peaceful, why you cannot see peace around you? Because everything starts from within. It's not the outside noise. It's your inside noise that triggers you. So when your chakras are not balanced and they are blocked, you sense different emotions that bring you down. They're on a 2D and a 3D level emotion. We all want to vibrate on a 4D and a 5D frequency, We all want to be happy always. We want to be smiling. We don't want any stress. We don't want to juggle with the responsibilities and everything should happen with flow. You need to actually connect with yourself.
Nowadays, I have noticed, I think this healing is required for everybody as we are more into, that social media and, these kind of things where the accessibility is very easy. So I must say that people should get connected with it. And as we discussed, I was thinking like, why not to start a session where people can get connected with you in terms of online session if you are doing. I think you are doing some online sessions where you are helping people to get healed, right? So I would request you all to join her on the sessions. What will happen? You will cleanse yourself and you will get motivated by listening to her talks, and she will explain you in a way where you can take your life lightly but in a positive note. Now I have heard one more thing, because see, as I go to a lot of meetups and networking events, so I meet a lot of people. I have heard one thing, and it was really disheartening when I heard that conversation from a female who called herself healer. She said, I will heal you in a way where your conditions will get changed around you. Is it possible? Can healing change the things around you, or the healing only can change your thoughts to handle with the situations around you? Can you explain this, please?
Sadhana, firstly, you're correct. Healing can change your perspective of viewing things around you. Nothing can be fixed. And if you're a healer, if you are that channel and the medium from the universe, I'm sure we all know that we cannot fix you. All we do is we align energy in you. You know, when they say, oh, my cup is empty, how am I going to fill the other one's cup? So what we do is we fill your cup with energy. And once that's filled, you will see that particular situation in a different way. Whether that's your marriage with your husband, whether that's your child, whether that's your work relation or your colleagues or your boss, whether it's your friends, whether that's the way you drive. You know, energy healing is not just for souls, it's for your house. We can cleanse and bless the house. We can cleanse and bless the car, your mobile, living thing, non-living thing. I give energy every day to my plants. You know, I have this very weirdly unique infatuation with my flowers. And I love rose for some reason. I mean, if I see rose, I would just keep smiling. And I give energy to it. And I have money plant that over 6 months has actually grown in such a way that it sometimes amazes me that energy is there. You know, with small examples, you can see, you can sense your own energy. Would you like to do a practice with me?
Yeah, we can do it. That's not a problem. But before we start the practice, I have something to say.
I wanted to talk about distance healing.
Yes, please. You can talk about distance healing.
All right. So in our healing, we have in-person healing and we have distance healing. Let's say you can't make it because I live in Mira Oasis.
Okay.
So if you cannot make it all the way there, we can have a discovery call and you can do a distance healing through Zoom or Botim. That's completely fine. So I do have that option. Whatever you choose, we can align through that.
I think the practice which we are planning to do, I hope this will be like somewhere around 5 to 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
And then that healing we will send to the world so that everybody is happy and healthy around us. Guys, it is very important to understand the reason you are living in this world. Reason is very simple. Everybody has their own journeys. Everybody has their own lives, own tasks, and everything with their own self. But why? Because sometimes what happens, the path which we are in, if we are not able to understand that path, we are not able to understand why we are getting jealous with third person, or we are not happy with somebody else and somebody else. In this situation, she can help you to guide you through, because if you are happy, you can see everybody around you is going on so well, so neat and clean. Because again, I have to say this in this podcast, because when the life goes like this, means you are alive. Ups and downs will come, no matters whatever you will do. If the line goes straight, means you are dead. So Disha, we can start this conversation after this. We can continue with this conversation after this practice. So we are sending you some good vibes and positive affirmations. What do you call that? I don't know.
We're just going to, channel our own energy. We're going to sense. Sadhana, I always wanted you to feel energy. So I'm going to do a little practice that everybody can try. It's something that you don't need also. It's just while you're sitting, wherever you're sitting. And you can feel your own energy today, Sadhana.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay, so I'm doing practice in front of you. And as you guys know, I say the truth. So let's begin. Yes.
Can you please rub your hands?
Of course, yes.
Keep breathing. 3 breathes. Okay. I want one hand up, one hand down. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Can you do it faster? And now I want you to gather your hands and bring close to your hands each other, opposite palms facing each other. Are you feeling a tingling?
No, I'm not feeling really. It's like, it's looking, it's working like a magnet.
Magnet. This is energy.
Wow.
You know, back in the days, our mothers did not have healers or doctors.
Feel like ball types in
So
my
when
hand.
kids used to fall sick, our mothers used to just take their hands, touch on our head and say, you will be fine.
I have seen
If
that.
we had any cut or anything, mothers would just do like this and we would feel fine. Or they would touch their Bible, their Gita or their Quran, read a verse or something or a paragraph, and then they would touch on our hand or our head and say, bless us that you will be fine. This sensation that you felt is your energy.
But I really felt something. It's
magnetic.
Like, it's connect. It was
It's
just pulling my
towards
hands
each
together.
other. Yes, this is your energy, and this is what I work with.
You work with this energy, right? Okay, I have a question on this. How you feel the person sitting next to you, or maybe a stranger going on the road, is having some difficulty, or maybe if he needs healing, or maybe he want to talk but he's not talking to me. How you can feel that?
So like I said, I sense things. I do feel things. It's not necessary that the person has to be in front of me. It can be over the phone. If I've sensed it and I have that, pathway of communication with them, I always ask them. And with respect, I keep my mind and my heart open. It's not necessary the opposite person has to agree. And I have to be okay with that. That's where my energy alignment is. I'm at peace, whether you like to tell me the answer or not. Secondly, if it's on the road and I see someone juggling, of course, it is not easy to go and approach and talk to them, If anyone wants to talk to me, I am fine by that. And, nowadays when we go to different events and all, I meet a lot of people. We speak as well. I see a lot of people as well. Some of them are interested to listen. Some of them, roll up their eyes. Some of them are genuinely interested. It's not that I don't approach everybody. I try to make a contact with everybody. And if I sense something, I make sure that I get in touch with them within a week or 10 days just to check in on them. Hi, how are you? How's everything? And that's how I know that the energy is flowing to them and they would surely connect and have that space. In one of my conversations with them, I would tell them, I hold that space and I'm so grateful to God that I do not discuss it with anyone. It is something that I would say I'm standing in front of the mirror. And if I'm holding that space for someone, that opposite person should also hold the space for me. I know in the mirror I see myself. But again, if I'm not honest to myself, how can I be honest to my clients?
Right. Absolutely
Yes.
right. As if now we have heard about the basics, and I have asked very normal basic questions so that everybody will understand, because when we listen to some documentary or something like that, it is difficult to make the layman understand what we are talking about. So basically we are talking about healing and how healing helps you throughout your journey and how you can feel positive in your life. There are ways, there are so many things, and this is the thing which is actually people are working on these days. So Disha, now let's start with 2-3 questions I need to ask you, and this can actually help for those people who are taking their things inside their heart and not coming out and thinking like, maybe because recently it happened, maybe because of this reason it happened. So they have their own reasons, but what is the basic reason behind it? So let's start with the relationships. Nowadays you are seeing everywhere people are worried about their relationships. For me, relationships are like, you don't have to pull somebody towards you, because if somebody wants to be with you, they will stay with you. Other than that, if it is something like where you are getting too much fight between your friends or maybe family or maybe husband and wife, whatever you say, how this healing actually can work and change the pattern of what they are into right now.
All right. So let's say of a relationship of a mother and a son, or husband and wife, or two friends. There has been a disconnect due to an XYZ reason or a third person. I don't fix you. I do not go to the other person and talk to them. I'm not a lawyer. I am a channel medium from the universe to align you. So when I do that session with you, I align your chakras. I balance you. I send you that peace and purity energy so that the next time you have that person around you, you are so grounded, you're so protected that you actually don't react the way that you reacted. You know, for especially for fights, we do not have the patience. We react, we defend, we have a loud tone because somewhere there is a misalignment happening within our chakras. So when we align those and we heal those and we seal the energy for you, of course we start with cleansing because our bodies are like layers of onions. We have to keep cleansing them. Every layer is peeled and cleansed. So when that thing starts working its magic, you would see that particular person or your brother or your wife or your sister or your friend in a peaceful, in a respected manner.
That's nice. So basically, how many sessions are required if person is thinking that I want to make my relationship okay, now it's high time? Because there are two options. Either you stay with the person in a fight or you leave the person and go. But if somebody actually feels like from internal thought, okay, no, I have to correct this relationship. In this relationship, they might help you. So how many sessions are required here for a person to understand what is going on wrong and how much healing is required for you?
On the healing front, I usually say that you need minimum of 4 sessions. When you go to the gym also,
Right.
you take a membership, right? You take a membership for 6 months or a year to see how your weight is reducing, how your muscles are building. So this is the same way. It is a commitment and consistency required. We do weekly 1 session, depending on how, problematic the situation is for someone. Number 2 is, let's say we're talking about marriage, right? It's very easy nowadays to get divorced and start your life.
Right.
Women are doing well. They are very career oriented, and men are also doing well. Today, no one needs men to support them, for financial needs. Women are doing superly well. They need a companion. Sometimes in life, that companionship goes missing. So when I have a client that says that, my marriage is not going well, please can you fix it? Firstly, I correct that. I don't fix it, but I can support you with that. So we channel that energy for them that supports them. They start cleansing themselves in a very different way. And they start seeing that particular problem in such a different way that they might start speaking calmly, softly to their husband. Before reacting, they might pause and take a breath and then speak. The choice of words and tones also change. Sometimes we all are used to speaking in a loud tone, and the opposite is our husband or a male would feel like, why am I being attacked? Actually, that changes. It calms down.
It is basically, if in a very normal language, I will say, if the person is in pain itself, that person will obviously shout on everybody. But when we take painkillers and we soothe down the pain, so we feel relaxed. So healing work that way, right? Means it helps you to get peace inside so that you will spread the peace outside, whether you are talking to somebody in a way where you are shouting or saying something. Here you calm down and then take your decisions with your, bringing your thought together and getting into the right and correct frame of words, right?
I would say healing in terms of medication, like you take medicines, it suppresses your pain, but it would bring it back with something else again. On the healing front, it energetically cleanses you, purifies you, and heals you so that that thing doesn't come back to you. And the way things get aligned for you, the way you speak, your body language, the way you see things, the way you feel things also changes in a brighter and a positive manner. You feel empowered, you feel courageous, even if you feel like this is it, this is the end, things are not working out. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's your marriage, maybe it's anything, I would say, things that you feel like this is the end, I'm struggling with finances, I'm not going to be able to make it. Healing does give you that perspective of seeing things in a positive manner. It does help. I mean, until unless you don't try it, you will not feel it, you will not sense it, you wouldn't know. And like I said, in terms of marriage, it's very easy to leave someone, and there's a reason that this person has come into your life. You met this person, you got married. There is a reason. And nobody knows that reason until and unless you see life in a different manner. Everybody comes on this planet to actually fulfill their karmas. There are certain karmas that we all have to fulfill. We keep taking births until this karma is done. So for sure, that wife, that husband, that son, that mom, that dad has a karma with you. And they are here to teach you something. So anytime that you feel misaligned or life feels hard, just ask the universe, what are you trying to teach me? What's the lesson here? And see life. It will be different.
So it is the total shift from a negative to positive side.
Exactly.
That's very nice. And I'm really happy. There are a lot of people who actually think how they can fill up their pockets. But here, you are filling up your pocket by your corporate job, and you left that so that you can help people. So that's very nice. And I want to ask one more thing from you. As you said, you are dealing in tarot cards, right? What is tarot cards? Is it similar than angel card numbers or something like?
No.
Or it is something different? Can you explain the difference between angel cards and tarot cards, because we don't know?
Tarot cards are basically a guidance to any situation of your life. It helps you in making that choice of decision that you need to make. It helps you with number of days, what sign, different colors. It has different people. So it's a journey of a fool that goes through its life in different areas. So depending on your situation, we pull the cards for you. It helps you with what kind of karmas you have or what kind of guidance you need. Basically, when people approach for tarot, they're standing on a crossroad to make a decision.
So it gives you an idea, means the current situation idea likes. Okay, or maybe this can also help, when you are lost and
A choice.
you are picking up something. Okay, I think that was for me. It was okay, that's nice.
Choice that you make, but you're not sure if this is the right choice or no. So tarot helps you with that. I had a client who was traveling to Oman for a new venture, and when he discussed with me, he was very confused. So when I told him that it would take for 6 weeks, but I don't think you would proceed further. This is almost 2 months back. The person has been back to Dubai. It was something that he felt it did not align with him. And he wanted to give it a shot even after the reading that was shared. And there's no harm in giving it a shot. But it's just that I've already guided you. I've given you the message that the universe wants to share with you. And yes, now that person is looking for different opportunities to work with.
That's nice, very nice. I want to know how See, there is a question in my heart, okay, and maybe they also have the same question. And the question is, when we should think that that is the time actually I should seek for the help from you.
Okay.
Because see, everybody, as I said before, nowadays everybody's so into everything. You know, they get sometimes jealous, they get upset, somebody hurt them. This is, I think, a part of life. But when is the exact situation when they should take a step for their own self?
When they're having sleepless nights,
These are the symptoms.
when they have irritation, when they are finding faults in everything, when they're not peaceful, when they're finding everything a task or a chore. You know, they are taking everything like it's their responsibility. If they feel always sick, or they feel like, you know, things are not happening as per them, they have been trying their best, but there are no results, not being peaceful, not being happy, always being stressed, no sleep, fatigue, sick. That's the time. These are your cues that you should have at least a consultation. You should at least have a session and see how you feel, because healing can help you in every aspect, every area of your life. I've been there, whether it's marriage, it's health, it's motherhood. It has done miracles for me. And I'm blessed that it is there for me.
And I have a question on it again. As you cleanse so many people, I know that whenever I'm calling you, even for the podcast shoot before there was a call I did, and you were busy. So whenever I call you, most of the time, you are busy as you have your clients and everything is like that. Tell me, when you hear so much negativity from people, how you feel yourself and how you heal yourself?
Self-healing is very important. I have to do it every day. Of course, I do have a lot of clients that release a lot of negative emotions. This is why they come to me. And thirdly, I do my self-cleansing every time. I do my self-protection. I always have salt next to me, whether it's in my studio or whether it's in my bath. I would take salt baths. I mean, I wash my hands with salt. I have salt bowls around me. I mean, my crystals would be also next to salt and selenite.
Yeah, I have heard this so many times from you. Salt, salt, salt. I swear by salt. But how that salt is having, that content which removes the negativity?
Salt has those properties that can take away negativity. You know, a lot of people do Epsom salt, a lot of people do pink salt, a lot of people take even white salt.
Which salt is more effective?
For me, I believe in pink salt. I charge it, I bless it, and that's how I use it.
So any pink salt, like we
Any
put it
pink
in
salt,
food?
even if you wish to order through me, you can, and I would give it for you. That's fine.
So the salt is one thing that can. And then I was asking you how you heal yourself. Means sometimes when you give sessions, you feel heaviness, you feel any changes in you after that? Or maybe when they release, you feel that it is coming to me or something like that. Any kind of thing which you want to share with us, so that we will understand how negativity impacts on the people who are actually working for their own the healing for others. So because see, if it is impacting on you, how much it is impacting on others, that I want to show to them.
Firstly, we as a channel, as a medium, we cleanse ourselves, we protect ourselves. Like I've said, we have our own ways of self-healing and protection, which we do for ourselves before session and after sessions. We do salt baths, we do hand wash with salt. When a lot of people come with a lot of dense or heavy energy, there are times that our body also aches. And that's how we understand. So if we have a backache while we're doing the session, and let's say the client doesn't want to share anything, during that session I had a backache, I would talk to that person and I would be like, Are you facing any issues? Are you scared in any area of your life? Because that's related to the security.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm here. Actually, I want to interrupt you. As you are saying that these 7 chakras, which we have here in front of us as well. So every chakra, as you said, now I'm getting connected to it because I'm listening very properly. So you mean to say when the chakra is on heart, so you'll be having some heart issues. When it is in stomach, like I don't know which all chakras these are, but every chakra has their own area
Role
of
to
problems.
play, yeah.
Like if somebody is having, pain here in head, so it means the head chakra is not proper, something like that.
So there is no head chakra, it's crown chakra.
Crown, sorry.
And crown is basically your universal knowledge,
Okay.
right? Headaches can be for a lot of reasons. They are connected to your entire 7 chakras. It can be gas, it can be acidity, it can be stress, it can be no sleep. It can be for a lot of reasons.
As you said, this is the crown.
This
so
is
this
the
is the
crown.
head of every problem.
Everything. This is where the light force goes in and gives you that power. Right? So every chakra is different. Not necessary that if it's your heart chakra, oh, it's a heart attack. No, I don't mean that.
Means other problem related to
Could
heart.
be related to heart. Maybe you're facing somewhere where there's no compassion for you. Maybe someone is not giving you that kind of love. You feel that stored or left out feeling, like no happiness around you. If it's something to do with your intuition, or it's something to do with your clarity, you're not able to be creative, you're not getting those ideas to do something. It's related to your clarity. And then your creativeness. And clarity is something with your third eye. When you know what you want, how you want, when you want, it's your clarity. That's your third eye. So every chakra is aligned. So when I'm healing someone and I sense something on my body, I would check with the other person.
That is the way you get ideas.
Yes, and I'm always protected with my crystals around me. I always have black tourmaline, which is the black color.
Okay.
It's always around me in my studio. I always have it with me in my pocket or in my hand or within my reach, so that I know I'm protected.
So these all things, I don't know what we call that, or crystals you can say, these are related to every different thing.
Yes.
So can you give me little bit knowledge about it, at least just one knowledge, which kind of crystal anybody can wear? Which can...
To wear?
Yeah.
Okay. To wear, it can be your rose quartz, it can be it can be citrine, it can be black tourmaline, it can be your jade, it can be amethyst. Any.
Okay.
I have them all here. These are my basic chakras that I use. When I have clients that have something to do with money, I would be using, first is my clear quartz with pyrite. That's related to money. When I have people that have issues with, security or confidence, I would use my black tourmaline and my amethyst. Someone says with work or anything to do with opportunities and creativity, I would use my citrine. Rose quartz is something that anyone and everyone can wear.
This is basically for what?
Love.
Love.
Compassion.
Everybody needs love.
Yes. Compassion.
Right.
Amethyst is very good for the house. It helps with protection, new opportunities, and amethyst also helps you to sleep well if you just keep it next to your bedside. Black tourmaline is actually for protection. It helps you to keep your energy aligned.
So these all you also sell, means you can help people to buy it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's very nice and very powerful, I can see. And what is that?
This is my pendulum dowser. When I have clients who have questions of yes or no, I help them to get the answer. Let's say I have a client who says, will my deal happen tomorrow? Yes or no? So I help them to give the answer from here.
So I think it can help our viewers as well.
Yes, of course. When they come in for a session, and after that, if they have any questions, I can help them with the dowser.
Guys, I am planning to go live with her very soon. But yes, that will be a session where anybody can join and she can reply on one questions you have. So stay tuned for that. That was very lovely knowledge I got for, basically all crystals, and the knowledge you gave about healing. Because a lot of people, people usually say they don't know anything, still they are, because you see a lot of people who are actually not doing anything, but they still call them healers. I met through these kind of people as well. But it was really lovely that you explained every point of healing to tarot card to crystals very nicely, that I hope it is clear with everybody. Disha, I just have one small request from you. You want to say to the world right now, and it should be blunt, or you can say what actually world required right now is one thing you want to say to them.
So, my last message of the conversation would be that you need to trust the healing. You need to trust. If you are coming to me for healing, like I said, I am authentic, I'm certified, I'm not here to play with you or rip you apart. Try your sessions with me and see where it takes you. Also, it's a commitment, it's a membership that you take. We can tailor your sessions as per your need or financials that you have. It's not something that we cannot align with. Also, I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel happy in life, and this is why I'm here. So do connect with me on my Instagram handle, infinityhealings.by.disha. Thank you.
That's it. Okay, Disha, I have one last question from you. Is there any way where they can book the free call, and what you call that, consultation,
Discovery call,
where they can connect with you and you discover, and then after that they can take sessions from you? Because initially people are not interested to pay in first go, because till the time they will not have faith in you or trust in you, and they're not actually getting connected with your conversation. I don't think so people are interested to pay, or even we should also not charge. So is there any that kind of calls you do where they can give you a call, and you can deal with them in a way where they need what, and you can explain it to them, and maybe they can share their problems with you? Is there any these kind of calls you arrange?
So we have 30 minutes of discovery call session.
That you can say as a giveaway also you give to people?
Because nobody's doing it. That. I don't charge you for that. You don't. If you're comfortable to tell me your problem, please go ahead. If you're not comfortable, it's totally fine. While I am doing my session, let's say if you feel called in, I will know what is going on. If I don't know, just be receptive. Be accepting to the energy that you're getting. Leave your egos aside and go on with it.
Thank you so much for your lovely message. But yes, now this is your time. I have heard so many times when we are talking to somebody who's in astrology, who's in spiritual coaching, or maybe who's in healing or anything, people always say they are behind money. It's not right. They are not behind their money, because see, everybody is looking for money, because money is the thing which everybody needs. Still, people are there to help you in context where they can guide you right even after taking money. So please remove that thought from your head that they are only for money here, because you are also earning the same amount of money from the places you are working in. You are not giving charity. So please try and trust this process. Everybody is here for money, and world will work like that, because if you will not have bread and butter to eat, how we will survive? But on the other side, she is having a consultation, 30-minute discovery call for you, which is free. She is giving that free for world to understand where they require healing and where she can help you guys. Please contact her. At least talk to her so that she can tell you whether you are in the problem or you're not in the problem, or you need healing or you don't need healing. Because I have heard when somebody is into healing or something, these people cannot lie because it directly come to themselves, right? So this is my last message to all of you. Be happy, try to get better. And how you'll get better, maybe you have several ways. I have this way for you. Please join her. And this is me, Sadhna, and this is my channel, The Attitude of Gratitude. Thank you.